life can sometimes not make any sense. Sometimes there is confusion, and sometimes there is fear, and sometimes things don't go as smoothly as you would wish, hope, and pray. Sometimes life makes no sense. Sometimes life makes no sense in a very big way. And so, if you are looking to make sense of a senseless world, we welcome you to find my divine. If you are looking for peace amongst the conflict, if you are looking for calm amongst your life storm, we welcome you. We welcome you to find my divine. Psychic readings, life guidance, life coaching, interesting information, and our hope and our wish and our prayer is that what we put forth in this program provides you with sense and peace and guidance and helps you find the divine within yourself. My name is Stefan Rybak. It is my gift, my honor, and my deep pleasure to be with you this evening. It is Wednesday, August the 10th in the year 2022, and I would like to introduce my dear friend and my colleague and co-host Peter Marks. He has been a spiritual life coach for over 30 years. He has done psychic readings for royalty, for Hollywood celebrities, people from all walks of life all around the world. Peter provides insights on career, love life, family, and personal issues, and he is known for his uncanny accuracy as well as his incredibly good looks. And so, Peter, welcome to the show. Find my divine for Wednesday, August the 10th.
Yes, Stefan, how are you doing, my dear friend?
Peter, I'm doing very well.
Glad. Good. I'm glad. You look terrific. And I'm waiting for this glorious occasion to meet our audience and our fans.
Well, we have Jill who is watching us at this very moment. Jill, where are you watching the show from?
I'm from Taunton, Somerset in the UK.
In the UK. Now, before we went on the air, you said that you were recently in New York on Broadway. Were you actually on a Broadway show?
No, sadly not. I went to see a Broadway show, but I visited America to see a friend who I'd not seen for 20 years. And
really?
She's in Georgia, and I spent some time with her.
So she's in Georgia, and you flew to New York, and you met in New York?
No, I flew to New York, then I flew on to Atlanta.
Okay.
Then I spent some time with her in Atlanta and flew back to New York so I could spend the night in New York and go to a Broadway show. Never been to a musical in my life, and I loved it.
What did you go see?
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. I have seen that show with my wife, and it is phenomenal. And the woman who plays the role of Tina Turner is so good and so convincing. You believe that she's Tina Turner. She is just amazing.
I thought I was at a Tina Turner gig, not at a Broadway show. It was incredible. And everyone says, oh, you don't want to go to New York on your own. But I felt so safe there. I stayed in a hotel on my own, went to bars, took myself off for dinner, went to the theatre on my own. Everyone was just wonderful. It was just a real buzz and energy there.
Well, you seem like a wonderful person. So we typically attract what we put forth. So you must be putting forth a lot of wonderfulness. Now, do you remember what you were doing 10 years ago, Jill?
Vaguely, yes.
10 years ago was the summer of 2012. So I'm going to ask you to go back in your mind 10 years to the summer of 2012. There was a #1 song in the summer of 2012 called Call Me Maybe. Call Me Maybe. Now, I'm going to ask you a little trivia question. Who sang that song? Was it A, Taylor Swift? Was it B, Kelly Clarkson? Or was it C, Carly Rae Jepsen.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
C is correct. So you are on the ball. And because you are on the ball, say hello to Peter Marks.
Hi, Peter. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Jill. Now that you're here, very happy.
Jill, what is your date of birth?
4th of February, 1963.
February 4th. So it's the second month, the fourth day, 2/4/1963. You've got a huge birthday coming up next February.
Oh, do be quiet, Stefan. You can go off people, you know.
Peter, what do we have for Jill?
Well, that's what I'm looking at right now. Actually, Jill, you could be. Stefan is actually on Broadway. You could have been on Broadway. You have amazing energy. You have amazing energy. I want to let you know that you love to talk. You love to talk. You love to socialize. You love to be around people. You love excitement. You love excitement. And if you're bored, if you get bored, you're going to create something so you're not so bored anymore. You don't like being bored. Now, what I'm also going to ask you, about 2 years ago, the guides are saying, were you going through a lot of changes in your life? You're going through a very rough time about 2 or 3 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Oh, all right. Have you resolved those issues? Have those issues been resolved and solved?
Nearly, but not quite.
Nearly, but not quite. All right. I want to say in the past, I pick up, were there any issues around family? Are there any issues around family for you?
No, not anymore. There was big issues in a relationship, which I finally broke away from I tried in October, and then sort of we sidled back to each other, and I finally broke away on the 1st of April.
Oh, what is that relationship? Were you considering doing something going forward with that, and then you decided that you did a permanent relationship?
It was a toxic relationship, and I had to escape from it.
Yeah, all right, because that's what guys are telling me. You are in a wonderful cycle right now. You're really in a wonderful cycle where you're going to have energy change. I don't know if you have felt the energy shift as yet, but there's going to be an energy change. Yeah, where you're going to want to go out and do things and have fun and really, really enjoy life. They're talking to me also. They're saying some health. How is your health?
Oh, it's
They're
excellent.
talking to me about it's what?
Oh, my health is absolutely excellent. Yeah.
All right. They're telling me you need to drink more water. They keep on showing me water. All right. Do you understand that? All right.
Yes. I've been told that several times.
Okay. Yeah. I'm being told that diet is very important to you. Your eating is to you. I also feel, are you out? Are you exercising? Because they keep on saying to me, exercise, nutrition, getting in touch with your body. You're very, very deep about this. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Now, I also want to find out, do you coach at all? Do you coach at all?
God, you're good. Yeah, I've started to do a bit of coaching. I did a mentored coaching program with Jamie Catto, and I do a bit of cooking tutoring as well. But I'm starting to move into, funny enough, I did some space holding on a group that's a noble man group that's based over in the US, Core Experience. and I'm doing some space holding for similar workshops here in the UK. That is an area that I want to get into. I'm going to let you into a secret, Peter. I've spoken to you before. I spoke to you in June,
I
and
know that.
you
Yes,
told me
I
that I would.
recognize
Yeah,
you. There's more talent here. You haven't
yeah.
even tapped into what your capabilities are. You haven't tapped
Okay.
into it. In fact, there should be writing also. You're going to be doing some writing, which they're also telling me. Parts of you, yeah, you're going to be writing, showing me a book around you. And they're telling me you're being challenged right now. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. You have the ability.
Okay.
Peter Inbaal has joined us. We welcome Inbaal. She is an Israeli-born British psychic and Wiccan priestess. She has been seen on television programs such as Big Brother's Little Brother, Housebusters, and Most Haunted. And she has also been Elle Magazine's astrologer in the UK and has acted as a guest astrologer for Elle Magazine in Japan on several occasions. And we are thrilled and honored beyond belief to have Inbaal on the program. Inbaal, welcome back. It's great to have you. Do you have any insights for Jill?
I do. Can you hear me now? Is my thing working now? Fabulous. So great to see you again, Jill.
Hi.
As Peter was talking to you, I thought, let me sort of pull out some cards already so that there's, so that there's a continuity and something stacking up there. And I feel like at the moment, you're in a battle with your perfectionism. And it's something that's been ongoing in the background for a long time, but you demand so much from yourself that if you demanded it from anybody else, it would be cruelty. You demand so much from yourself that the reason you still feel so bonded to the pain from the old relationship is because you're saying to yourself, you should have known better, Joe. How did you fail like this? And it's your inner voice saying that. And I'm more of a tarot person. I'm not really like a big medium, just little bits, but you have got a battery of spirits behind you that are saying to me, she's great at everything. Anything she tries. I don't know if your relatives used to talk with their hands as well. Anything she tries, she's excellent at. We don't know why she thinks that she's no good at stuff. So I don't know if this is something that really sort of goes back to parents or grandparents that always thought that you were incredible. And, as psychics, we very often get to talk to people who have been through terrible childhoods. Not you. You had a lot of support. And yet,
I had a terrible childhood. That's why I've got these problems, and that's why I attracted this toxic partner. He was a soul contract to make me do the work from my childhood, and I see that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's tied together. So it would be spirits from the generation before that,
Yes.
because they are surrounding you. There's a semicircle behind you. It's mostly ladies, but there's also men there. Hugely spiritual people of the land who are saying she picks up on things immediately. She's, gets a new device, can work it straight away, doesn't need to read the manual. The ancestral sort of connections that you've got behind you think you are incredible, and they're trying to lift you up, and they'll leave like little signs for you along the way to show that you're great. So if somebody comes to you with a problem and you solve it immediately and you're thinking, that was too easy, was that a message from the universe? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. When those little things sort of get thrown in your way and you get to demonstrate your skill, you're not showing off to anyone. You're demonstrating your skill to yourself, to show that you're somebody that can get things together. And I feel like there's a lot of self-criticism that actually just stems from being an Aquarian. Aquarians have that perfectionist side to themselves because they want to be able to do everything for everybody. And obviously, there's only 24 hours in the day, even for you.
Yes.
Even for you. I'm sure you've negotiated, and no one would give you more than 24 hours. So that's really the big message that was coming through for you, that the spirits behind you are confident that you can, even when you're thinking, I don't know. And the word that triggered me to pull those cards is when Peter said that there's a book in you. And I thought, oh yeah, let's see where that book is hiding. That book is hiding in that place in your brain that says to you, I can't write a book. You can and you will.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a matter of believing that you can. And in fact, when you believe that you can write a book, run a business, have people look up to you. When you believe that all of those things can work, then you'll believe that you can sustain a positive, empowering, and tolerant relationship. And then you'll do that as well. But
Yeah.
it all has to happen. It's like dominoes.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
the first thing has got to come with the self-belief, and you're already working on that. And that will just sort of knock one thing after the other.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Jill, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
What a great way to get tonight's program underway. We thank you
Absolutely.
so much for joining us, and we invite you to come back. We
Yeah.
invite you to come back at a point of your choosing to give us an update on how things are going for you. Would you
Sure, I
promise to
will
come
do.
back?
Yeah, I will. I will do
Terrific.
that.
Have a great evening. Thanks again for joining us. Inbaal, we are getting a lot of messages in the chat. And one of the chat messages that we have received is from Morgan. Morgan, while you were doing the reading with Jill, Morgan sent this message in chat. Wow, that's amazing.
Thank
And
you. Thank you, Morgan. Morgan is actually a little local buddy of mine who's also a little witchy like me, but we only know each other socially, and I've never done a reading for him before. So if he gets on to have a reading, that could be sort of a whole different aspect to the
let's
friendship.
do this.
He's never
I'm
seen
going
me
to
do a
put
reading.
the link. I've put the link for people to come onto the program for a reading with either you or Peter. I just sent that link on the chat. So anybody who is chatting with us right now, there is the link. The link is there. The only thing that I will say is don't try to open the link on your phone. It works best if you copy and paste the link and put it into a browser such as Safari. Safari works the best. So if you try to open it on your phone, you might get an error message. So copy and paste the link into a browser such as Safari, and it'll work great. Laura Lake, she sent us a message in chat. Please, may I please have a reading? We like polite people, and Laura used the word please. So that makes us very, very happy. Laura, we would love to accommodate you. So again, we sent the link. I just sent the link so everybody in chat can see it. Copy and paste the link and put it into a browser such as Safari, and then you should have no problem joining us on the show. Peter and Inbaal, I have to tell the both of you, it is just a great pleasure to be doing the show with the both of you and to watch both of you utilize your gift. It is obvious, one thing is very obvious, and that both of you are extremely talented. And the other thing that is clearly obvious to me and everyone who's watching is that the gifts that both of you have, without a doubt, come from the divine.
Thank you.
And that's one of the reasons why this program is called Find My Divine, so we can help viewers find the divine within themselves. And we welcome Victoria to the show. Victoria, good evening. Where are you watching the show from?
Yorkshire in the UK.
In the UK.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, very good. What is your date of birth, Victoria?
19th of August, 1983.
What is the month?
August.
August the 19th.
Yeah.
August, oh, I heard that correctly. August 19th, 1983, which means in 9 days, a very momentous day is coming up. Your birthday, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not psychic, but I can figure out that August 19th is 9 days away from August 10th. So Victoria, say hello to Peter Mark.
Hello,
Hello.
Victoria. How are you?
Hi, Peter. I'm good, thank you.
Okay, what I want to say to you, specific questions that you want me to tune into with my guides, or do you want me to just go into your reading?
Just go into it.
Okay, sure. Okay,
No question.
first thing that I want to say to the first thing I want to say to you, dear, they're telling me that you're multi-talented. They're telling me you're multi-talented now. Are you involved in several things at one time that you're interested in?
No, not
Go
really.
ahead. Not really?
No, too busy being a mom and working.
Oh, too busy being a mom and working. Okay, well,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. When your kids kind of get older, you love to communicate. You love to talk. Okay? You love to
Yeah.
talk to friends. You love to talk to family. I'm also picking up here, they're saying organization. You're good at organizing if when you're pressed to organize. Okay? And with the kids, it's
No,
probably difficult. You're not good with
I'm not
organizing?
organized at all.
Well, they're telling me if you work on this, you would be very, very good with organization. Now,
Okay.
I want to ask you a question. They're talking to me about some depression. Were you going through a depression for a while? Because they're saying way back, but they're telling me that you've come out of it. Are you understanding that?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Are you over that depression? Because they're telling me they're working hard with you to come out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. They would like you to go back to school when the kids are a little bit older. How old is dear?
My oldest is 16 and my youngest is 7.
All right. They're showing me something about school and training. School and training. Now, I'm going
Okay.
to ask you something. Are you into the healing? Do you enjoy the healing arts? Do you enjoy working with people, helping people?
Yeah. I have worked in that in the past. I'm in hospitality at the moment.
All right, in hospitality, they're telling me that you're going to be changing. I feel
Okay.
that there's going to be changes here. I feel that you're not having the same enthusiasm. You're not getting the same thing out of your job. Are you understanding that?
Yeah. Yes.
You're getting frustrated. You're getting frustrated, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you looking at changing your job? Because they're saying to me they feel that you're going to end up changing your job and you're going to be happier by changing your job. You've had
Yeah,
enough of it.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've had enough of it. It's not pleasing you anymore.
I'm not getting on with my boss.
All right, you're not getting on with your boss. I want to explain this to you. They're telling me you need a little bit more confidence. They're saying more confidence in yourself to challenge yourself. They want you to challenge yourself. Do you understand that? To challenge yourself?
Yes, I do. Yes,
All
definitely.
right. You have to build up your confidence, honey. You've got wonderful energy around you. You've got a beautiful face. You've got a wonderful personality. And they're telling me they're telling me to segue out of that field. You're bored, you've had enough, and you want to be challenged. That's what they're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. You're quite welcome. Inbaal, do you have any more that you would like to add to this?
Yeah. Now, first of all, I hate to do this, but I have to tell you that the first sentence that Peter said is correct. When he said you're multi-talented, when I first met you, you had 3 different jobs in 3 different things.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So
I only
you're
have one
working.
now, though.
Well, it's multi-talented because you're working in the pub and in care at the same time, and we're doing waitressing all at the same time.
The Safari Sams as well.
And so, yes, that's what I was missing. So that was all 3 going at the same time, really different jobs with like really different demands. So I just wanted to like rescue him, because if Peter goes away thinking, how did I get that wrong? It was right there. He didn't get it wrong. It's
Sorry,
your
Peter.
self-esteem. Your self-esteem was saying to you, don't show off, don't show off. But no, you are multi-talented. There's so many things you're good at, and the mum thing as well. Now, I've got a weird thing, because I want to add to it rather than sort of say about the same stuff, because I really agree with him that there is going to be some studies that you're going to do, and we're going to get to that in a minute of why you're not studying yet. But first of all, I've got like a weird cycle thing. I feel like when your big one was 4, there was like a really big change. And then when she was 8, there was another big change. So that would be when you're pregnant with a little one, because they're 8-year apart, 9-year apart, but you'd have been pregnant when she was 8. And then 4 years after, there was another big change. And now another big change is coming. I feel like you've got just like a weird 4-year cycle. It's not maybe something that other people have, but I feel like you just hit a period of change again and again. I can't really explain it in an astrology way. Peter is a much more knowledgeable astrologer than I am, but I feel like you're just getting to a point where everything is changing. I don't want to say that you're moving, because I know it's not necessarily good news, but I feel like there's big changes in the house. Now, the studies is coming up here, but the studies is saying that you're saying to yourself, I don't know. You're saying to yourself, I don't think I can. You're saying to yourself, I don't think I can sit in a classroom and take notes and pass exams, because I just don't pass exams. And all it is just kind of chatter inside your head. You clearly can do a lot of things, because you have done a lot of things while, you know, being a single mom at the same time. You clearly can qualify in lots of different lines of work, and you can clearly excel in them. As I recall, all of those jobs you walked away from rather than the other way around, right? So you were well thought of, and you've got to just get to a point, I don't know, like light a black candle and like write doubtfulness on it and burn it in the flame in a very safe environment where nothing can catch fire. Write down low self-esteem, burn it in the flame, because this one comes when not only when it's like the low self-esteem, but when you feel embarrassed to even talk to people about it. And that kind of doubles up on the embarrassment, because you feel like this one says you're embarrassed that you're not smart enough, but that's only you that thinks that, and then you're embarrassed that you're embarrassed. And that can really dig you into such a hole to, you know, to amplify the anxiety instead of amplifying this, the fact that you are amazing with people, the fact that you are so good at all like front facing endeavors. So that would be not only with jobs, but that would be even if you wanted to run your own business. That would be if you wanted to like qualify as a hypnotherapist and start your own thing. Now, as I'm saying it, your heart sinks. You're like, Me? No. But you could because you've got all the talents for it, because you're very personable. Like Peter said, you have got a beautiful face, a beautiful energy. This framing is not the most flattering, but because I know you in person, I know how good looking you are, and you can make all of this happen. So let's start small. Look at what you would like to study, work with each of those negative phrases to absolutely destroy them, because you can use the proof that you know to destroy them.
Yeah.
You've got a close, tight family around you who adore and admire you. That helps.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And and each step of the way will get you closer to what I think you can be doing, because you have got unfulfilled potential that is like enormous. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Thank
Victoria, I
you.
want to tell you that I love the name Victoria, not only because of Queen Victoria, which of course means so much to history in the United Kingdom, but also because I have my own Queen Victoria, my wife. Her name is Victoria. So, and she said, "You better call me the Queen." But I want to share something with you as a certified life coach, Victoria, and it's this: life can be very, very tough, but when I see you, as I do right now, and I hear you speak, and I feel your emotion, even though life is tough, I sense that you are tough as well. And I want to let you know that it's okay. It is okay if the only thing you can do right now is keep your head up and tell yourself that you're going to try again tomorrow.
Well, thank
And
you.
I would also like to offer this very powerful affirmation: I am strong and courageous. I am strong
I am
and
strong and
courageous.
courageous.
I am strong and courageous. I
I
am
am
strong
strong and
and
courageous.
courageous. Victoria, thank you for joining us on the show. And it's not just a matter of people joining us on this program, it
Thank
is
you.
a matter of people coming on and sharing their hearts and sharing their souls with us on this show. And we deeply appreciate it, and we deeply honor and respect that. So our honor and respect goes to you, Victoria. Thank you again for
Thank you very
coming
much.
on. And we invite you to come back. We invite you to come back to let us know how you're doing. Would you do that for us, please?
Yeah.
We have such wonderful people joining us on this show, not the least of which is Inbaal and Peter. And maybe from time to time I can be wonderful. But this show, and I know I can speak for you, Inbaal, and I know that I speak for Peter, this show brings such joy to see the unfoldment of the human spirit right before our very eyes. It is a gift to see that and watch that, especially when guests come back and let us know how things have changed for the better for them. Laura Lake has been waiting very, very patiently backstage. Laura, thank you for your patience. Thank you for joining us on the show. What is your date of birth, Laura?
13th of June.
Oh, what is the month?
June.
June. Okay, June. We've got a little bit of a technical. I think your microphone might not be turned up, so I just want to make sure. It's the month of June, right?
If that's a bit better.
Okay.
I'll get a bit
And
closer.
what is the date? What is the date in June?
13th.
June the 13th. And what is the year?
1993.
Okay, June 13th, 1983. So
1993.
1993.
Yeah,
1993.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You know,
Thank you.
sometimes it takes me a little while to catch up with normal people. So, June 13th, 1993, and I'm going to let you speak with Peter and Inbaal. And I'm going to go have my hearing checked while you're doing that.
It's probably my dodgy voice. Thank you so much for having me.
Inbaal, would you like to go first and then I will go, or how would you like to?
Yeah, I don't mind. What are you happy with? First of all, I think I did know your date of birth, but it just sort of cross reference for me because the lady who taught me tarot, her date of birth is June 13th. And 93 is a hugely important number in like occult numberings. And for the last couple of years, I've had the number 93 following me around. So that every time I pick up the phone, it's like 93%, not now, it's 68. But the number 93 follows me around. So when you said your date of birth, I was like, oh, what is going on? Yeah. No, I like a bit of spooky. I like. Can you imagine me doing this job and not liking a bit of spooky? So let's have a little look. We can hear you, but I think there's just like a little delay between your microphone, between when it comes across. So mime. So what I'm going to do is just start with a little, not a full Celtic cross, which is a very, very sort of basic, hearty way of putting the tarot together, but just the cross part of the Celtic cross. And what is really interesting there is that, first of all, we've got the Gemini card there, right? So no surprises, exactly. And you see how the Gemini card kind of divides between dark skin and light skin, male and female, child and adult, fire and water. So you do embody all of it inside you. And I remember that you're in acting anyway. So that's a very Gemini career. And I feel like what's really interesting and really a surprise to me is that the acting didn't just start at an early age because you were passionate about it. The acting started at an early age because you felt like you needed to craft a new personality to mask up the personality that you had beneath, because at the very core of who you are, sorry, I'm touching my tummy, but it's just as well that it's invisible on the screen. At the very core of who you are, I feel like you've got a whole Pandora's box of worries, and it's not even insecurity. It's really like a risk of life. So I don't know if there's been a lot of messiness when you were growing up where it wasn't just the regular abuse. And obviously I'm doing air bunnies because there is nothing regular about any unkindness around children, and there is no diminishing it. But I feel like you were put in risky situations where it was safer for you to learn how to turn the mask on. And you've managed to turn that into a whole life. And that really shows to the positivity of Gemini, where you were dealt a really unimpressive hand and you're like, I'm still winning this game because I am me. And this is what you created from your life. So when you walk into an audition, or I'm guessing after the last 2 years, when you switch the camera on for an audition, you are winning it. And if you don't get it, you'll be like, all right, maybe they were promoting someone from the inside, but you don't sort of get into your dark place and you don't think it was me, something is wrong with me, because when you get into that dark place, you feel unsafe again. So you're not even at liberty to explore your shadow side, although there's many 40-year-olds that haven't. So for you at your age to not be exploring the shadow is really, really fine. It's normal. Now, you are a perfect Gemini. You have two totally separate and compatible personalities in you. So you've got the real sort of motherly side that takes care of everyone, brings sweeties. There's always a little something in your bag. And then there's the other side of you that gets told, would you climb a mountain for charity? And you're like, absolutely, I've got my walking boots on, and you're already halfway up the thing. You are going to achieve a lot of success, not just like the modern type of success, when people go on reality and everyone knows them, but they end up with no money at all. You're going to have the money as well, which with this cost of living crisis, that's good news. And I feel like a lot of that luck comes from abroad. Now, we've had readings before, so that I know there is a specific destination that we've talked about, but actually the word Italy is reverberating through my brain. So if you hear a very Italian name, like a producer name or something like that, that's your clue. Or if you get offered something and they say, we need to do a little bit of the shooting in Sorrento or something like that, there will be a little clue there that tells you this is it, this is the right way, you're definitely on the right path. So let's see what Peter has for you, because he is incredible. He's mind-blowing. So that's a good start.
It's amazing stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, now we can hear you just fine.
Oh, you can hear that. That was wonderful.
Laura, what I want to say to you, and I want you to use this energy, this is your year. The guides are telling me you're coming into your own finally. It's taking you along to really find yourself and to find the direction that you wanted to go in. Okay? So that's very strong. You love people. You love seeing people happy. You love giving to people. You love socializing. You love making people happy. And that is also coming into the picture for you. What I also want to say is this: there's a part of you that is very, very protective of yourself. You're very empathic, very, very empathic. You have empathic spiritual energy, and you pick up on what other people are feeling and thinking, and you've got to protect yourself with this, because a lot of stuff goes to the stomach. A lot of things go around to the stomach area, okay? Now, I also want to ask you a question. When you were younger, was there anything with health that you were dealing with in the past?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, there was.
With those, oh, that's a long time ago. Have you overcome those health issues?
Getting there.
Okay, because when I tune into you, I feel health issues, and you've got to watch your diet. You've got to watch what you eat. That is very, very strong. You understanding that? Okay?
Yes,
All right. You also have to watch the foods and drink a lot of water. Water for cleansing your body is important. Now, you are a very old, came into this life as a very old soul, and I want to tell you, you've paid your karmic debt. That's over with. Your karmic debt is over with, and this year you're going to shine. You're going to let people know how truly gifted you are, because you are very gifted. You've been through a lot. You've been through depression, and you're finally coming to grips with the magnificence God has created you in His image. Are you understanding that?
What a great reading. What a
I feel
great,
so
great
blessed.
reading. I want to show you a couple of things that have come up in chat. Morgan, gosh, that was absolutely incredible, referring to the reading. And Morgan again says, what an amazing reading. Between Peter and Inbaal, it's just fantastic. Laura, what is your reaction to what Peter and Inbaal have imparted with you?
So grateful for, well, all of you for running this, and just thank you guys so slightly mind blown right now. And I'll be keeping an eye out for the Italian producer or names, and just so much. You have made my day, my week, my month. Thank you.
Good luck to you and God bless you. Please come back and join us at some point in the future and let us know how things have unfolded for you.
I definitely will. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for joining us. My goodness gracious, what a show this evening. What an amazing show. And as Morgan said in his chat message, what an amazing reading. And I think that would apply to the readings that we have seen and heard unfold on this show this evening. We are running out of time. This program is just flying by, but we've got 3 people who are still waiting backstage. So I think what we're going to do, a lightning round of readings. Is that okay with you, Peter and Inbaal? Can we do a lightning round?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Donna, welcome to the show. What is your
Hi,
date of
guys.
birth, Donna?
6/30/72.
6/30/72, which means not that long ago, you
Yep.
had a major birthday.
And last reading, Peter gave me some good info, and some of it's happening maybe today or after this week.
Well, while Peter is looking up your astrological forecast, Laura, who was just on with Peter and Inbaal, sent this message in chat. That was absolutely incredible. I am so grateful for all of you. XXXX. Laura, it was incredible having you on. Thank you for joining us. Peter, what do we have for Donna? And Inbaal, what are you picking up? Let's go ladies first. Inbaal, what are you picking up?
I feel that Donna is a very creative person, but Donna, you feel as if every time you try something, something else gets in the way.
Yep.
That where every time you open a door, there's a brick wall behind it. And I feel like what will break down those brick walls is your creativity. Have you specialized in a creative?
Yeah, I make homemade stuff.
Oh, that is beautiful and really unique as well.
Thank you.
I feel like it's the creativity that will break down walls, break down barriers, and will allow you to find the wealth that you feel has always been blocked from you, that will allow you to find. It actually shows you wanting to access education, and that's been blocked for you. So you're wanting to do some courses, some training.
Well, I do want to try my hand at computer and photography stuff, but if it involves classes and learning online, I guess that's probably accurate.
Right. But yeah, I feel like you've got to get on top of the creativity first, because once you have that mindset, I'm an artist, I make my living doing my art, that mindset will change everything. Then you won't think of yourself like somebody who's destined to be struggling, because you're not. That was working through lessons.
Right.
And now you're where you are. So because we're doing lightning, we're going to switch around quickly.
Thank you.
Okay, Donna. Now I'm going to
Hey,
explain
Peter.
something to you. How are you, dear?
Good. The last time you said a job's coming through and it might be happening.
And it might be happening. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, I want to explain something to you astrologically and spiritually. When you do something, you want it to happen instantaneously.
Yeah.
You don't like to, all right?
Nope.
And your lesson is this. You've got to learn to be patient. They're saying to me, you've got to learn to be patient. Are setting things up for you. They're allowing things through for you. And right You are probably at the best time of your life right now. You're getting confident. You're feeling more empowered. You're feeling that you can go and do things. You're feeling as if nobody's going to stop you. And the
Well, I'm
guys
not letting
around
anybody in my way.
you're not letting anybody in your way. So what you're going through right now is you're finally realizing how incredible you are. Your energy is absolutely amazing. I feel that you're going to tell people like it is. If people are
I
going
do.
to hurt you, or you're gonna tell it like it is. And right now,
Mhm.
you want to fly. You want to fly. You want to be creative. You want to work. You want to do this. You want to do that. They're telling me that this is all in the process of happening. And
Do
they're
you see
saying
me
to me,
getting the job that I put in for recently?
I feel the guys have said to me they're working with you on getting the job. They just told me they're working on with you getting the job. I also want to say to you, I also feel an elevation with you.
Okay.
You're changing. You're not the person you were when we started to do readings with you. You're not that person at all. Do you feel the
Nope.
change?
Yeah, I feel like I'm becoming wiser to everybody's tricks and games they're playing on me.
Okay. Well, your energy, your aura is increasing. And when these guys come into your life now, you're going to think, I'm not here for them. What can they do for me?
Well, nothing. I'm doing it for
You
me
are,
now and see what happens. Health wise, do you
uh,
see anything happening?
with the relationships or with work?
No, health wise, do you see anything happening?
Health wise, I feel that you're coming into your a better cycle. I want you to watch out for the stomach area. They're
I
saying
got
to me, they're
problems
showing,
with that, definitely.
all right. So they're saying, watch out for the stomach and let go of the stress. Let go of the stress. Your guides are with you. They love you. We love you. And I feel things are going to unfold for you.
Donna,
Okay?
thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you, and I'll be back for a future show to tell you if I got that job.
We look forward to
Okay.
it. Good luck to you and God bless you. Nicole, you've been waiting patiently backstage. Welcome to the program. What is your date of birth, please?
4/9.
What is it?
4/24/79.
4/24/79. So that is March 24th, 1979.
4.
4/4/79. We're having a little bit of an issue hearing you.
Oh,
So
it's
if you can
4/4/79?
Yeah, 4/4/79. If you can
No,
turn
no.
up your microphone.
4/24/79.
I'm back to, all right, 4/24/79, correct?
Yep, 4/24.
Okay.
Oh, got it.
4/24/79. Now we got it.
We
Sorry.
I
finally
want to
got
let you
it.
know my hearing aids are working today. So
What did you say?
it's so Peter, what do we have for Nicole?
Nicole, I want to ask you something, dear, because the guides are coming loud and strong. You are so filled with energy. I mean, the energy, they're showing me a lot of energy around you. You may not feel it right now, but you're normally very energetic, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I am feeling this is going to be an incredible year for you. This is going to be an incredible year for you if you use your talents and your powers wisely. I want to ask you about what are you doing right now, because they're actually showing me helping people or helping health area. All right. What are you doing?
Healthcare.
You're working with what?
I work in healthcare.
All right. They just showed me health and medical. That's why I said to you, what are you doing? Now, Are you expanding? Do you want to expand? Because they're actually showing me you getting another position. They're showing me you going to level.
I want to.
You want to. All right. Did you apply for another position or a higher up position?
There's been talks that there's going to be an opening, and I'm waiting.
You're waiting. All right. You really should be in a higher management. You should be in higher management. You're too smart. You're very smart. You pick up things very, very quickly. And you hate stupidity and you hate incompetence. Are you resignating to that?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay.
I have
I
no
also,
zero tolerance
what's that?
for stupidity.
You hate stupidity. Absolutely. What I also want to ask you you're very intuitive. Do you recognize that you're very intuitive?
Yes.
All right. Are you using your gifts from God?
Ow.
Ow?
How?
Oh, how?
I do that.
You've got to use meditation. Use meditation. The guides are telling me they come to you. They give you messages. Do you know the guides are coming to you?
I dream.
That's it.
When I dream and wake
Yes.
up, I what it means.
Yes. Okay. I don't know who do you know an Anthony or a Tony? They just said Anthony or Tony.
Not that I could think of.
All right. They're showing me you meeting somebody in the near future. His name is going to be Anthony or Tony. I think it has something to do with work. They're talking to me about work. Okay? It's a little difficult to hear you. It's a little difficult to hear you, dear.
Okay, I'm trying to talk as loud as I can.
Okay.
It's going to be thank you for joining us so much. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been great to have you on the program. We wish that we heard you a little bit better, but your face says it all. That beautiful smile and the warm, loving look in your eyes. And as Peter was talking, it was clear through the look on your face and in your eyes that a lot of what Peter was saying was resonating with you. So thank you for coming on to the show. I do want to share this chat message from Donna, who was on a few minutes ago. You guys are always spot on, and my reading was very good. I hope the info I got came true. I'm guessing that's in reference to, you mentioned something about a job for her, Peter. So we're hoping that comes true as well. And she says she believes that it will come true, which, as you know, Peter, visualization is a very big part of manifestation. Thank you again, Peter and Inbaal. We welcome Sue to the show this evening. Hello, Sue. Thank you for joining us. Where are you watching from?
From Neston in the UK. And I'm
in the UK. It's 11:34 in the evening. So we thank you for staying up to watch this show. Hopefully, it has been worth the effort to try to stay awake. What is your date of birth, Sue?
7th of August, 1979.
August 7th, 1979, which means that you had a birthday 3 days ago. Did you have a celebration?
Of sorts, yeah.
Okay. Was it a good celebration?
It was a nice chill day, so that's the celebration, yeah.
So it was a nice day. Well, everybody deserves a nice day, especially on their birthday. Inbaal, would you like?
Yeah, I'd love to. Hi.
Hi.
Did you have a specific question? Did you want to just look at a little general? What do you fancy?
Just where I need to focus my energy at the moment, because there's a lot of different things going on, and it's where I need to kind of hone in my energy.
Let's see, because I work a lot with creative people, and usually when the question comes, where do I need to focus my energy, which one do I need to be primarily doing, the answer is all of them. Because if you're a creative person, that's the kind of person you are. So it's not so much which of the projects you need to focus on, it's more the order in which you need to kind of build yourself up to be able to just end up with the right one. So, first of all, it says that you're feeling a little bit concerned with the diplomas that you've got, and there is an extra qualification that you really want to go for. Get on it, is it first, or at least sort of get started. Do lesson 1 to that first, and that will allow you to eliminate the qualifications that you got instead of. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the thing you've always wanted, and then you got things along the way and you thought, oh, it's going to be almost as good, but it doesn't feel right. So you can get rid of those, put them to one side, right? So that's already sort of trimmed things down for you. Then it asks you to look at what like your family situation is, home, and basically shave off whatever doesn't fit with that. And then you also shave off what won't earn you the most money, because we might not be materialistic people, but the guys that sell the petrol station are. So so it needs to earn. And I feel like if you're to shave off all the things that you're not actually passionate about, you're going to stay with the one thing, and it is only one. So my previous joke about it being all of them was also not funny and incorrect. It will be just the one, and it is within the coaching sphere, but it's also a very, very specific, very narrow niche that is really just going to be you. Maybe like 2 people in the US and 1 person in Scandinavia, but it's going to be you. You're going to be like the person, the go-to in the whole of the UK. And once you've nailed the niche, then you're actually going to expand it, because your methods and systems and methodologies can then be applied to lots of other situations. Does that make sense? So
Yeah,
it's not that you need
absolutely.
to pick, you just need to get rid of all the stuff that doesn't cut it, and then as if by magic, only one will remain.
Thank you.
Peter, do you have anything to add to what Inbaal just imparted?
Yeah, the one thing the guys are saying to me, you are a very dynamic personality. You're very dynamic. You've got amazing energy, capable of doing anything you put your mind to do. You really are. When you want to achieve something, nothing can stop you. Nothing at all can stop you. I also want to find out from you, are you in any way assisting people or helping people? Because they're telling me your call is taking care of people. Are you doing that now?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, because they're telling me people gravitate towards you. They love your energy. And by the way, you're going through an enlightening period right now. The enlightening period is you're very talented, you're multi-talented, and now you're embracing what you really want to do in your life. I'm also going to throw something at you. Have you ever considered anything around coaching people? Have you ever considered coaching, life coaching, and things like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Are you doing that now?
Yeah. So I'm an empowerment coach, and I specialize in anxiety. So that's my kind of specialty is helping people through anxiety.
Oh, through anxiety. All right. Are you a therapist? Do you have a therapy
Yeah.
background? All
Yeah.
right, because
So
they
I
just
was a
said
trained
therapy.
holistic therapist.
Okay. They're also saying something about food and diet. They're saying you're very detailed with your body, with food and diet and everything that you put in. Nutrition is very important to you. Very, very important to you. In the past, were you going through a little health issues? Did you have any health issues?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I had an eating disorder for 2 decades.
Okay. Okay. You are amazing because I'm feeling you love to talk, you love to give advice. I see you on a podium and I see you this year, I see you changing. You're changing because people are clapping for you, which means you're coming into your own. You're a dynamic.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Sue,
match my
thank you
Okay.
very much for
mental
joining
ability.
us.
Thank you so much.
What did you think of the information that Inbaal and Peter shared with you?
Oh, it's just incredible. Just they tap into like everything that's going on in your head so clearly and just put it into words in a way that your brain can't do. You kind of have all these thoughts and, well, maybe I could do that, or maybe, and then when someone else says it out loud, it just solidifies it and clarifies exactly what you already know, but you don't quite believe it until someone else says it. So yeah, absolutely
Thank you
amazing.
again for
Thank you.
staying up late. I know it is
You're
late
welcome.
indeed. It's 11:41 in the evening in the UK, but I think it was worth it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sue.
You're quite welcome.
I do want to show one more message in chat. I know we're running a little over time, but the feedback that we have gotten, Nicole, who was on a few minutes ago with Peter and Inbal, says, thank you so very much. I am hoping for this job, the new job that was mentioned. I am hoping for this job to come through. I am always grateful for your guidance. Thank you again for being a light for so many people. And Morgan chimes in again. This show has been absolutely incredible. Thank you all. You are all so talented. Awesome job, Inbal and Peter. And indeed, Inbal and Peter are greatly awesome, I would say.
Thank you.
And I know
So thank
somebody
you
else
all.
that
You've got somebody to add to the list. Who would it be, Peter?
It would be my closest friend and my business partner, you, Stefan. I think you're an amazing, gifted individual, and it's an honor to be working with both you and Inbaal.
Peter, it is a great blessing for me to be the host and master of ceremonies, to be working with such divinely talented people such as yourself and Inbal touches my soul very deeply. And so we've gone a little over, but we thank everyone for staying with us, especially in the UK where it is late at night. And that means Inbal stayed up late as well. So thank you, Inbal, for joining us. Whenever you come on this program, Inbal, there's always this extra bit of magic and divinity. There's this special vibration that we sense. And I think a lot of it has to do with that beautiful smile and
Thank you. I feel
the
so
genuineness
proud,
that you bring forth.
Oh, thank you. I really do genuinely feel so proud every time I'm asked to come on the show. And it is such a privilege for me to work with the two of you. I look up to you so much and I feel so inspired and empowered by getting to work with you. Thank you.
We hope to see you again soon and take care of those beautiful children of yours.
Thank you. I will.
Now, are they still on summer holiday?
Yes, our summer holidays start very late here and they're only 6 weeks long, but we're not even halfway through.
Okay, so you still have some summer fun left with the kids.
A lot of fun still to be had.
Good for you. And if anybody deserves some fun, it's mom right?
you.
Mom deserves some fun too, not just the kids, but moms. And we know how hard you work to
Thank
bring
you.
your children up with schoolwork and their outside activities and also the summer fun. So thank you again. We look forward to seeing you again very soon, Inbaal.
Thank you. I can't.
Peter,
Thank you.
what an amazing
Yes.
program. A lot
Yes.
of really great information. Inbaal is terrific, and you, as always, are terrific, Peter. So thank you, and God bless you, my friend. Thank you to everyone watching this program. We appreciate you tuning in. It means so much to us to have people from around the world being a part of this show. Not just the people coming on for readings, but the people who watch, who may not come on for a reading, but still find the information helpful. I want to remind you that when things look gloomiest, there are often the greatest opportunities. It is always darkest right before dawn. May today's failures, may today's upsets, may today's disappointments give way to tomorrow's success and tomorrow's happiness and tomorrow's grand adventures. Thank you for watching. Good luck to you. God bless you, and good night.